I'm here at RKM training with Sensei Seth.
The owner of the gym.
Yeah, sure, definitely.
That's not true.
Mike's here too. You can edit him out later. But I have a question for Seth.
Okay.
Because he obviously has a karate base, and I fight.
I want to be in the video.
And I fight as if I have a karate base. I like to pretend sometimes. So we both fight long at range.
Yep.
But when I spar a guy like Seth, we both fight long, but he's longer than me.
Longer than most people.
Longer than most people. Because he's tall. So, so every time I try and connect with anything, I just get side kicked in the gut.
Yeah.
And if I can manage to get past the side kick, I get jabbed from way outside of my reach.
Sure.
So, what do I do against people that are doing that thing, but they're just longer?
So if
Have you tried? Hold on. Have you tried being better at it?
That sounds hard.
Oh, okay.
yeah. So usually if the person's already better at it,
Solutions.
then it's like a age thing.
Just be better.
Yeah.
Yeah, but like, what screws up our style?
Scooping, being patient. So if I'm going like this, specifically with side kicks, if I'm side kicking you, boom, right, and I'm going here, boom. Yes, that exact move right there. So as you're coming in, I'll if somebody's throwing a ton of side kicks, I'll go ahead, boom, and then go out. Now, this puts you in a position where you're over there and I'm over here, but maybe you're less likely to do it. Depending on the rule set, I can go ahead, boom, bang, and just throw something. Like a lot of the times you'll see a scoop, bang, and then a right cross. You can try and get over top of it. Where if you're like that, I can try and get over top of it and kind of just create a stalemate.
Okay, so you're trying to outside kick them? Or just like tangle up the legs and move in?
Yeah, kind of just tangle up the legs.
See, and I'm afraid of doing that because if I do get over top of you and you nail me in the nuts, I die. I just explode.
Yeah, but if you die, you die.
It's not that big a deal.
He dies.
If they are super long, it's hard. The reason I'm having a hard time is because I have so much experience with people doing something that worked, and then I found another way around it.
Yeah.
Where like if you were scooping in a ton, I'd wait like this and then go bang.
Okay.
And lift the leg up and over.
And then I die.
Or I'd go like this and then I go bang and I'd go hook kick.
All things being,
Which is like that leg's thing, is to go bang, bang, bang.
he will have to help you with the technical application of it.
Yeah.
But what he's about to land on is feinting.
Yeah.
Right. If the issue is if he outranges me, because I'll occasionally have a little karate battle with Seth, and I'm a little bit shorter. You know what I mean? So
Just a little.
So I will have to, if I ever wanted to land a distance kicky battle, some of them will have to be not powerful, or some of them will have to be. I'll have to get him to go first.
Yeah.
So he I'll have to get him to go first, and then I attack.
Okay.
Now as far as what to do. Don't ask the short guy.
The answer usually
But
is
that's usually the
answer usually is if somebody's better than you at the game, don't play the game. So like if I'm going like this and then you're like, oh man, okay, I can do that too. If I'm better, I can probably do more, and I also know what you're doing. So if somebody is like out doing that to me, like when I went to Upstate and Blake was doing the same thing to me, and I was like, he's point karate-ing the crap out of me. I went like this.
You just changed the
Bang!
entirely.
And just tried to low kick as much as I possibly could on any opportunity and stay sturdy enough that the things that he did from far away didn't hurt super bad.
I also like infighting from the clinch.
Yeah.
But getting to that infighting position, like your entire game is don't let people get that close.
Sure. You look at Holly Holm versus Amanda Nunes. She goes like this, and she goes to throw this kick, and she misses because I don't remember if the leg was slippery, or if she slipped off it, or if she went to throw this oblique kick and Amanda stepped back just far enough. But what happens is you see people throw kicks, and it's like a kicker's worst nightmare. Is missing and the hip being extended and being like this, and then having to deal with whatever happened afterwards. So by doing that, if you want to, I said scoop earlier, you can also kind of like pull it, so you can kind of catch it and pull it, and then go. Just enough to like make them extend it just a bit.
Yeah, basically to put them in the position that you just said you didn't want to be in.
So bait that side kick so it happens on my terms.
Yeah. Get them to go first.
Yeah.
You know?
Because my problem is I like the blitz.
Sure.
So every time I blitz,
every time you blitz, I go boom.
Right.
One thing you could do is if you like doing this kind of nonsense, right? And where we don't want to be is missing the kick and ending up like this.
Yeah.
You could sort of weaponize that, again, going back to the feints, and sort of like threaten the kick, which he knows this game. He knows what this means, so he will try to address it or defend it, scoop it, move out of the way, whatever.
Yeah.
I do this and then intentionally put myself inside, maybe hedging my bets with insurance or something like that.
Yeah.
So I'll do like this, and then as long as I land in posture, because he didn't say it's bad to land here. He said it's bad to land here when you're extended out.
When you
right?
expected a kick to land.
Right, so if you want to use like this stuff too, and just it's feinting. That's really the goal. If because I never get Seth the first point.
Yeah.
It's never gonna happen.
Right.
I'm never gonna start from neutral and go
And just touch him.
touch him. Yeah. I have to either go wooga booga, boom boom boom, or I have to make him kick me, give him an opportunity to kick me, or stand square and give him a nice juicy target, expecting the kick, and then going.
And what you just talked about is something that was taught a lot. Like you actually just reiterated what he said earlier, just in a different way.
Probably a
which
better
is getting
way.
over the top.
Yeah,
because like if we're here, and then all of a sudden I want to close this gap, but I'm worried about the jab or I'm worried about the leg. Right? I just put a big shield in the way. I pick my leg up and I chamber it, and I slide my body in without any intent of kicking at all. So we're here, and I'm already going to close that gap. So if he kicks, it's going to be underneath because he's reacting to me. So it's even if he's taller, his reaction time, his leg's not going to get up as fast.
Right.
So you're going to jam. and
Or
stop that
It's just
kick.
like I was saying, get over top of.
Or to do like a Princess Bride. I know that you know that I know. Like,
Right.
because
Which is what sport karate kind of is.
Oh, yeah, there you
it's,
go.
it's like a lot of.
That's true. That's what it looks like.
Right.
So because I know that you know the counter to the side kick is one of them is to kick over the top of the side kick, especially when we're both in this bladed stance.
Yeah.
I can also feint that side kick so you kick over the top, and I'm prepared to scoop.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I'm just
Meta!
Which is like what you said earlier with the.
So I want to feint blitzes so that you will actually kick, so I can scoop. And then if you kick and I scoop, I can close distance and just start working from the inside here instead of trying to hit you from the outside, because then you're going to reset.
Right, my worst nightmare is missing a kick and then especially having my butt to you.
Yes.
I can live with this because I've trained enough of.
It's gone wrong enough times that you have answers.
Yeah,
when it goes
right.
wrong.
This one, it's very difficult to get right.
Yeah, like they're on your back.
Yeah.
Like it's hard to do that.
Which is like a big goal, is to maybe you're throwing it, which is why I like this so much. Because it's automatically putting your foot on my back and I can rotate.
right.
That's kind of the answer, is that if somebody is better at you at something, do it differently. Or don't do it at all, and just like do different things.
The answer
Subvert.
for this,
Subvert.
and the answer for
It's kind of
this
hard to
seems
subvert
to
on hard
be
ground.
bait the side kick, make it happen on my terms, and punish you for doing it.
Yes.
Because if I can get a few scoops and like close in distance, you're gonna stop throwing that side kick.
Yeah.
All that much.
Yeah, and the answer kind of is do what I'm doing more often, and in the situations you're like, oh crap.
Yeah.
Just figure out how to do that too.
So that is what I was missing, because I was trying to figure out how do I get in there without him side kicking me.
Yeah.
And the answer is I want him to side kick me when I expect it and want it to happen.
Yeah.
I want to bait that side kick.
Sure.
So I can defeat it. All right. See, that helps. Thank you.
You're welcome.
All right. I'm Armchair Violence, and this has been Sensei Seth trying to help me clean up my karate bullcrap.
Subscribe, Rocky.
Yeah.
Look at this kid, he's an idiot. I bet that he can't even fight. 'Cause my Krav Maga skills could totally kill. Only my school does martial arts right. Blah, 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 blah.